Cura Valley, we are living under dire situation of COVID. There's a new strain. It's the Delta. If you look at the Caribbean, and let's talk about Curacao and region, we spoke in a program with my colleague Tico Voss about let's wait until October when the rain starts. It's July, mid-July, and we're having a crisis. How should we go about it? In a very careful manner and without that pressure. You have to be vaccinated. You have to be vaccinated. You have to otherwise. How can we put this in a decent balance and live with each other for the next years? We have to survive this as well.
That's an excellent question, Angelica. So first of all, we need to understand that vaccination is one of the many measures one takes. They call me the mechanic. I actually like using automotive industry as an example. The safety a car provides is not just based on seatbelts. It's based on the seatbelt, the bumper, the windshield, the headlights, the anti-lock brakes, and even the airbag. And it's the sum of those measures that basically protects an individual. So we should see vaccination as just one small part of a whole scala of potential measures you can take. So that's number one. You asked specifically about vaccination. So one of the things we need to understand is that vaccines are not a magic bullet. I'll give you an example. We're used to a yearly flu shot. The reason why we're used to a yearly flu shot is twofold. Number one, a flu shot creates the so-called antibodies. Those antibodies protect you against a virus. But the reality is we lose our antibodies after a certain amount of time. That's number one. The second reason why we take a flu shot is the flu also mutates. There's a new strain every year. And we know that the vaccine needs to be based on a certain strain. So in this specific case, you mentioned Delta. So Delta is a variant that is highly transmissible. It's highly transmissible to a point where it's 4 times as transmissible as the original type. It's twice as transmissible as the British variant called Alpha. Why is that? That's for 2 specific reasons. So first of all, the Delta variant is able to attach quicker to the ACE2 receptor. It basically is able to run faster. The second thing is it has the ability to escape our immune system. In other words, a vaccine, the current vaccine, is less effective against the Delta variant. And that's why I say that a vaccine should only be seen as one part of the equation. Now, if we look at our specific region, one of the major advantages that the island of Curacao has compared to, for example, a country like the Netherlands, is that it's an island. See, if you look at a country like the Netherlands, there are many different ways someone can come into the country. They can come by train, by bus, by road, by air, by sea. It's an open country. They can come from Belgium, from Germany, from Luxembourg, from many different areas. As a result, it's very difficult to stop the importing of a virus like the Delta variant or even influenza. The unique advantage that Curacao has is that it's an island. There are only basically 2 ways a virus can enter our country. Via the ports. So either via the airport, which in the case of Curacao has between 1.2 and 1.3 million passengers a year, and our harbor. In our specific case, we are talking about cruise ships that bring approximately 700,000 passengers per year. So one major effective thing that Curacao can do that you would not be able to implement as successfully in the Netherlands is to focus on our ports. What does that mean? What we can do is test at the airport as soon as someone gets into the airport. That brings a few advantages with. Number one, it lowers the cost of entry to our country. Because you have to understand, I'll use that as an example. A ticket costs around, let's say, $500 to fly to the island of Curacao. But before someone can do that, they have to pay for a PCR test, they have to pay for an antigen test. So the reality is this brings an additional cost of approximately $100. So the reality is traveling to the island of Curacao is not $500, but it's actually $600. So a major advantage of doing the test at the airport in Curacao is that it actually lowers the price of entry because someone doesn't have to spend, for example, 70 euros to do a PCR test. That's number one. Number two is we make our island safer because basically what can't be imported, can't be transmitted. That will result in Curacao having a lot lower infection rate and obviously thereby becoming a safer country. And tourists always want to go to a safer country. So the advantage of testing at our airport is that we lower the infection rate while becoming a lot more interesting for tourists who want to come and visit this beautiful island.
Mr. Ravelli, thank you very much for this opportunity. And Curacao may be small, but we have to remain focused and say thank God we've got the best human resource, we've got the best people and the best experts who can always explain on a level that reaches the international market. I'm Angelica Perez with Tico Voss from Willemstad, Curacao.